We are live. Welcome to the Turaco Creative Cast. This is a special live stream. We don't usually live stream on what's today? Saturdays.
Yes, Saturday the 19th, according to the little corner on my iPad.
Yes, it's June 19, and that's Frank Salazar Day, otherwise known as my birthday, and this is a birthday stream.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And let me get the you know it's a casual stream, so I don't know, maybe 40 minutes to an hour, or however we feel like it. But you can check out Anna's stuff there on her link tree. And we were so close to getting Anna to 100 subs. She was actually up to, I think, 102, and I went to go tell the whole world, and then the next day back to 96 subs. So,
You know what's funny about that whole thing is I didn't even look at my own subscription count. I just saw you do a little update thing and I was like, "Oh, did I actually make it to 100?" And then I never got around to actually checking.
I checked the next day, and it went down a couple, and then I checked. Uh, I know I checked today to double check, and but like it's down to 96. So like, and so I was watching another YouTuber that they uh, I think they're going for 200,000, but sometimes they would fluctuate. So like YouTube starts like weeding out, I guess, inactive accounts to make it
Mhm.
harder for you to get to your, to your code. And I was like, that might be it, since they were getting close to 100, and they're just like, well, let's see if there's any inactive accounts. I think that was it. So it was just like them
Mhm.
checking, and then some dead accounts probably getting purged or something. So today is my birthday, and I just wanted to do a little stream. I'll be inking these cards. So I just uploaded a video where I had these are the finished cards, but I had made cards of Gary, myself, Joshua Kemble, that's me, and Scott Strickland. I made little character cards. So I just finished inking those, and so I'm gonna do the same with these. So I got the Robo T Rex.
Cool.
So these are as long as I've been doing practicing. Just I'll do it on the computer, uh, and then I'll just line it, print it out, and do these little cards. And I'm practicing inking, coloring, and I'm also practicing my digital art at the same time. So I'm practicing digital art and traditional at the same time. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I've been seeing an improvement. So
Mhm.
I got it. So that's what you've been up to, Anna.
I've
I
been
know
doing
you've been up to for a few things.
actually, let me see if the camera can get it. I don't know, it's hard to see with the camera. There's a slight tonal shift.
Oh wow, yeah, I see it.
It cuts off right here from where I've been wearing
Mm-hmm.
gloves. I've been spending a lot of time outside working, kind of doing landscape stuff.
Cool.
I think I've mentioned
And
before my dad's a professional, like pretty much lifelong landscaper, and so it kind of is a thing in the family. I've been doing it for the neighbors. Weed whacking, that's a new one for me, but I've been doing that a couple times.
oh, cool.
Gotta wear safety glasses, and I've been wearing ear protection, but you can get covered in like weed debris and
Oh yeah,
grass and all that stuff.
yeah. So you're probably in an area where like the weed and the grass is like gets really high.
Yeah,
I've done that. I've done that before, and we did a job where uh we have to cut the grass, and then we show up, and we're thinking it's not that bad, and then we show up, and it's like my height
Oh yeah,
standing up.
easily 6 feet tall all the time over here. Those are
Yeah.
it's called the Evergreen State.
Okay. Yeah. Also, in our case, because we were doing it uh, for a landscaping company that would hire out people for the banks. So it was my friend at the time, which he was the one that the landscaper he would hire me. So, but
Mm.
it turned out people were um, like faking documents. So just taking like they would cut the grass once, take pictures because you had to like turn in pictures, then just save those pictures and send those in. So yeah, we cut it. We cut it so each few weeks, and they weren't being checked. So when we would get there, it would be overrun, and we'd be like,
Oof.
this is like we'd be getting backed up on work, but we'd be uh, going to all these places and like, oh man. But, yeah. I remember in that one with the tall grass. Um, Actually, that was the first time I started weed eating. So I used a weed eater, so I just got it and I was like,
I like it.
and I don't know if you've done this, if it's happened to you, but you since your dad is a professional landscaper, so he probably taught you not to do it. But my arms like froze up, it tensed up because I had been like using the weed eater and I wasn't stopping for breaks and I wasn't drinking extra water. So like, so it just all of a sudden just like tensed up for like 30 to 40 minutes, and I had to stop and drink water and so I could loosen up.
Yeah, you're gonna want to take breaks.
Yeah, that's
That
when I started learning you gotta take breaks.
yeah, if you can get a harness too, that's also good. I had to
No,
carry today, but I didn't do a whole lot of weed eating. I did probably an hour, which is
that's
way less than a whole day's of work.
okay.
I was working a half day over there rather than a whole day, which was nice.
Okay, that's good. I don't
So
know
this
if Dave's still
this
here, but hey Dave, thanks for
hey,
popping by.
popping by.
Popping by. Seriously?
There's this tools and stuff. There's a twisty tool that you can stick amongst gravel or dirt
Oh,
and
okay.
things on it, and if you twist it, it'll take the roots and they'll just kind of come out of the soil. It's pretty nifty.
Oh, oh, cool. Never used that. But
Outside of
you
escaping,
probably do, yeah, like the terrain is probably different over there. And you probably do actual landscaping. I was just like cutting grass and weed eating.
well, we have like actual books, like university level type of stuff on landscaping and pruning and all of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Like,
you do like the heavy duty landscape. I know there was a landscaper that hired me, and I thought it was like just what I was already doing. I was like, oh no, it's like he actually digs ditches and sets the pipes for the sprinklers. So that was a job I was doing, where I was digging a ditch, 3 feet deep and 3 feet wide.
mm-hmm.
And oh man, that's yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read them all, so I'm kind of like catching up on reading now that I'm older and actually doing the work, not just around
You're
my own.
older and wiser.
And there's like a whole chapter dedicated to mulching properly and how the buds form whenever you prune and all of this crazy stuff. It's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
But I've observed a lot of this stuff, the plant
Yeah,
behavior
yeah,
studies with the house plants that I've been keeping for years.
yeah.
Well, that and I've kind of grew up in the nursery and watching all of what Dad does. Not everything I do is landscaping though, because the neighbors that have me working for them, they have chickens too. And then this morning I was like compacting boxes and packing a truck with garbage for them to take it to the dump.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. holes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've done that stuff too for debris, picking up debris and stuff like that for when I'm doing the roofing. Uh, and we got a haul trailer full of debris and stuff. So I was like just breaking it down, uh, throwing it in the trailer, and then taking it to the landfill.
Mhm.
So
And I've been using this purple camouflage.
yeah,
My
I was gonna
sister,
mention that. Yeah.
yeah, my sister, she got me a set. There's a hat, there's a shirt and shorts that I'm wearing,
Mm-hmm.
there's a jacket and a pair of
Oh,
pants,
cool! You got a bucket hat.
just everything. Yeah, it's a hat.
I have
I wear it all the time.
one.
I
Oh,
keep
it's in
having
the
a shirt off
it's in
of it.
the. I
My
have one
grandma,
in the living room, but it's green camel.
cool. I got some green camo back there. Outside of landscaping, though, I've been getting artwork done too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to send you some stuff later and actually like do some updates. I'm still kind of in the planning phases, the whole picking up technically regular landscaping jobs and then
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's going on with a sort of a renovative project over at another property.
Yeah.
It kind of like throws some twists in your plans. And so I'm here trying to work on my graphic novel project. And so I'm working on it each day. And I've been drawing mostly character sketches right now, doing a bunch of
Oh,
dynamic
cool.
poses.
Oh,
But
cool. So,
yeah, it's oh, and I got a shelf. Not a shelf. It's a shelf desk that's going to be for the project where I can keep a bunch of my papers. I had 12 drawers out here. Like, I think I sent you a picture of them. One of that weird panoramic that was like weird.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
cat was scrunched. She was walking across my desk. That was
That's
something.
that. Yeah.
But I've
That's cool.
decided that it might be efficient to organize chapters and characters drawer by drawer or file by file so that I can like
Okay.
select.
So just have them archived. You're like, oh, on my character drawer.
Yep. So I spent a lot of time doing that. I went from a box full of papers that I think I showed you guys on
Yeah.
whatever the last live stream was I was around that showed that on.
I think it
Like,
was
go, I think.
the one that you were on. I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because we had one with Chris Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
But you weren't on. Oh yeah, you were doing chores and stuff. But, so
We have
what was
relative
on?
come
Okay.
soon. And my mom was kind of freaking out a little bit because nobody else in the house was really around to help her out cleaning. And she's like, ah, no, where are you?
Yeah,
Sweep the
yeah. No,
floors.
you had messaged me that your mom was like needing
Yep.
you. So like, yeah, no problem. It's fine.
It was actually like that, though. It was like, Anna!
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. And I was
Oh,
like, do I
cool.
want to be a live stream where my mom is like yelling my name every 5 minutes?
Yeah. So it's good you didn't come on.
Mm-hmm. I was
Which
busy.
it would have made it interesting, but
Oh man.
I don't think your mom has ever interrupted a live stream yet, right?
Well, she has a couple times, but she's come up into my room and been like standing right in this area, and she just kind of gives me that look like there's
I
things I
need.
need to do. As soon as you finish this, come talk to me. Do the
Okay.
dishes, push the laundry, sweep the floors, vacuum, weed the garden, cat litter box. I don't know. There's like a dozen other things.
Scrub the floor, wash the windows.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, I was washing the windows and scrubbing the floors that day,
Oh, okay.
and weeding the garden.
Oh, cool.
which I gotta go back up probably. Oh, I don't know if I'll have energy. Let's see, it's 5:40. No, 5:53. We'll see.
How's the oh is it how's the weather for you? Like, because here it's hot and then it'll like cool down for a little bit and then it'll get hot again.
This weather is weird. Um, Over here, it's sort of like that, but like 3 days ago, it I think started off sunny. Even my sister was outside mowing, and then this big dark sky consuming rain cloud just went
Oh, okay.
over it, and I was like, "Oh, give me or give it 4 minutes and it's going to start raining." And about 4 minutes like later, right on the watch,
Right.
sister was still out there, and then whoosh, like a monsoon. It just, you couldn't stay out there even less than a second. If you just so much as put your arm out there or just go out, you're just suddenly soaked. And then
Oh
that was
wow.
a few minutes, and then the clouds broke up and it was sunny for the rest of the day. And then since
There
then,
yeah.
it's been like 70s, I think, at the highest, at probably high 60s. And then I think it
Okay.
maybe to 80, or is going to make it to 80 within the week. But it was
Yeah,
pretty.
we've been mostly at 80, 88. I think there was a few days I was like 90 some. Last Sunday morning was in the hundreds, and that's when I was doing parking lot duty outside, and
That,
even the like the people that do a lot of work outside, and they're like, it's hot, and you're not used to this. They're like, okay, I'm used to parking lot, but it is hot, so I was going inside getting water. Yeah,
pro tip, stay hydrated.
that's what I was doing. I took a metal bottle, uh, uh, and I was just like filling up at the water fountain, drinking and going
Mm-hmm.
in, and people were bringing me like Gatorades and soda. Like, yes, thank you. Then I'll go outside again, walk around.
Yeah.
I guess I can. Oh, I don't think I showed these on the stream, but I did a video.
Mm-hmm.
So you've seen these. So
Yeah.
same thing, like this, like these.
Cool.
So I do the art on the computer, print it out, do them as cards, and I think I had I don't know how many sets of these of Captain Goggles and MASKUP. These are the ones I have left because I've given the rest out.
Mm-hmm.
So so these are cool. I
Very
like how this one came out.
Oh yeah.
This was the last one I did, so like I was already getting better at the coloring. And this one has a little bit of a Mexican quality to it.
Mm-hmm. Nice group of
So
colors.
yeah.
It's got those radiating rays. I don't know if it's glowing or if it's like, it's just cool.
Yeah, it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was doing like speed lines, but
Mm-hmm.
but when I saw like it does look like it's glowing like it's halos. And I did do a set that's yellow. Actually, I still have it because I haven't mailed that off yet because I'm waiting on the address. Uh, so here, so
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Cool.
Here.
Oh, and yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
aside from cutting down weeds and pulling weeds, I cut down weeds. But I went to the farm and I was able to finally, like, I don't know if anybody notices, but this has reappeared suddenly. The sword. I finally
Oh,
got
the sword.
it again. Every time there's some really tall brush and stuff out there, and blackberries and all of that.
Oh, cool.
Starts to get over your head. Well, actually, it was way over my head, but yeah, fun stuff.
That's cool.
It
Yeah, I
was
haven't seen the sword in a while. I know you keep it there, but
it was under the sofa for the longest time.
yeah, I was it the first stream or maybe one of the second or third streams that that we started streaming that you had it there in the back and people kept asking about the sword.
It's just there.
Yeah,
It's just part of my life.
yeah, yeah. Like we're talking when Gary was on, he was telling the Highlander story, and I was saying like I had swords. Like I mentioned the Highlander sword, but I didn't mention the other swords. I used to have in that same time frame because I was just buying stuff on eBay. It's when I got my bank account the first time, and I was like, I got money. I'm gonna buy everything I wanted as a kid. So
Well,
I had a Batman sword. It looked like it was uh like it was made like it wasn't like from a movie. Like so it was like someone that made some. So it was blunt, so but it looked cool. Like the handle was like a little Batman head, and so I had that, and I bought the Highlander uh, sword. I had one like yours that someone had sold me there that knew me. It was like a samurai machete type of thing, like yours.
yeah, this is
I
a
had two
full
Thundercat swords
katana machine.
uh, and throwing stars and stuff like that.
Cool.
Knives.
Those in my top drawer. Why am I dispelling this important classified information? Yep.
Oh, we haven't showed it yet, but I think in the comic Captain Gaga's the Masked Woman, I think it's in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the panels, there's a throwing stars, but they're little wrenches. So that's something that I still need to do in the story, but they're there. So there's like little weapons there. So,
It's an Easter egg.
yeah. Which do I have? Copy here.
Like I throw monkey wrenches into things. Well, it doesn't have to
Yeah,
be a monkey wrench. It's every kind of wrench.
any wrench
Mm-hmm.
for our many viewers. Right now we have one viewer, but any one who
So many.
comes back rewatches these. That's yeah, the wrenches. It's an inside joke. Hannah's always throwing wrenches in my plans. So there's little throwing star wrenches. I just had a copy here, but I moved them. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, let me show the other cards. That's what I was gonna do.
Cool.
All
Oh,
right, so this is the. I ain't color these. I'm just gonna leave these like this. And got Scott
mm,
Strickland.
cool.
Got oh, it's me.
Yeah, your line quality has been greatly improving.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Wait. Oh, what's that?
Part of cool.
And Gary.
The hat really has become a part of him.
Yeah, and you can see on the pocket I drew a little dinosaur.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good touch.
Oh, bug out.
Oh, you got the bug out bar sticker. I think I might
Yeah,
one that I gotta use at
I
some.
yeah, I think I put one on one of my sketchbooks, and I had that one there. I gotta buy more, especially for the bug cast. I don't know what we're gonna do it now because it was.
And it's upload a new video probably.
I was like, yes, now we can. Now we can do it. Now we can plan it. Now I was gonna tell you get the URL as soon as you can, and then the next day subs kept going down. No, now I was gonna reach out to them. I was like, hey, we're gonna do a bug cast. I don't know if you wanna give us a code or something. I think I have a 10% off code from when I bought these, so I can just put that there for the.
Cool.
I thought I'd give them a shout out. Well, that's gonna have to wait.
It'll work out one way or another.
Yeah. Okay, here's the other cards. So this was the last set that I was doing. So I like how the coloring was come out better. I also switched out markers.
Ew. You working with
So,
markers?
yeah, I think most of these I use 3 or 4 different types of markers, and for this last one, because I was already running low on marker ink, I used a set that I bought at Kohl's. It's a Soho Studio. It's these. So since I don't always use them, they had a lot of ink, so the ink was like laying out really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Gary. I changed his shirt color because he was saying I kept running in red shirts, which you'll see in some of these. That's me.
You got the goggles on top.
Which matches. I'm wearing a blue shirt and I got the.
You match. You match. Yeah. You.
Josh.
There's the red shirt. You had to do a red shirt.
I did. Well, most of these have red shirts. I just like red. But for Gary, I was doing a few red shirts. And I knew I had a color like this. I didn't find it till now. So this is the only one of Scott that is accurate lab green color.
Cool.
The other ones that look like camouflage green, but I did this one, the darker.
There you go. Almost looks like a shadow silhouetting behind him.
Yeah, like I went kind of like darkness surrounding. In this set, like I did them all like that. These brown darker sets.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a red shirt.
There's a red shirt. Cool. Yeah, it's almost like a wall. Ah. One for light, no, one for nighttime and one for daytime.
Yeah, and then I did this set, and this one, I just did it very like more fun. So I had more fun with this one. So I did it. We're all wearing a costume, so it's the cosplay set.
Mm-hmm.
So this was Gary was talking about because I made him a Star Wars character and I gave him a red shirt.
Oh, a Star Trek.
A Star Trek. Wow, I lost my nerd cred there. Star Trek.
Don't the red shirts in Star Trek usually
Yes, and that's what he was saying because these are on Instagram. He's like, I'm kind of nervous that I'm wearing a red shirt.
Well, when you work.
I did make a joke about that he's expendable, but then I said like, no, Scotty wears a red shirt, so they're not all expendable.
Ah. So, touche.
And I just wanted the red to kind of like stand out a bit. So I did me as Cyclops.
Ah, that
works. You look closely, it's an F and not an X in the circle there.
Cool.
And Josh, I did as Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
And Scott, I did as Batman.
Batman. Yeah. Nice. Clever.
Yeah. And I'm not doing any more of these.
Ever again.
Well, not ever again, but like this set. So these sets I'm doing, that's it. I'm gonna send some of these off to Scott and Gary. and I have like 2 extra sets, so like I'll probably give them out slowly. Or I might just keep the ink one because I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can even just look at reference or just look at it like how I did the inks. So.
Cool.
And
And you
you're getting one in the mail.
Oh, that's nice. I'll have to have like a wall. Well, do I have it the wall of like art behind me or in front of me where no one can see it? Because
Well, you
the
do be behind you, no one can see because of the plants,
yeah.
and it's off to the side, and you just it's there.
Didn't didn't I put artwork up once like hanging?
I
You know,
think you did. I
yeah,
think you had something hanging there. You had masks and
probably some paintings too.
I think so.
I kind of want to pick up some more painting, but I got some concept art to finish first.
Yeah, which some of these were doubling as concept art. I haven't inked this one yet, so I don't know if you can see it, but it's a dynamic pose that I got from Circworks comic builder kit. So I don't know if you can.
Okay, so kind
Might
of
be.
like jumping with one leg up and the other leg down with the arm,
Yeah. So he's
like a superhero pose.
yeah,
Cool.
and so you can see it a little bit better.
It's Metal the Fox.
Yeah. Which I know there's a video on my channel where I did the original concept art or like the redraw of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if I ever mentioned what he was gonna be in, but it's gonna be in Captain Goggles and Mask Woman. So
Yeah, go figure.
exclusive.
Exclusive. New insights.
Yeah. We don't know when he's gonna. Well, I know when, but you guys don't know when he's gonna come out or where, but he'll be there somewhere.
And are we gonna tell you? Probably not.
No, not till it's actually in there. Then like look for metal, and I like yeah, it's a little
Oh, another mask woman.
yeah.
I see what you mean about it looking like they're saying hi, but at the same time blasting with the hand thing.
Yeah, because if you look carefully, because I did lighten it. I lightened the blast and then I lightened the thing all in
Mm.
total because I want it to look like a little blast. But it looks like hi, but it's supposed to be like
It was a
which
blast.
yeah, which this is gonna be a panel. So in the story that I'm doing now or will be doing now. So it's like she's gonna like oh I got this and then so the other panel will probably be like off to the side so you can actually see it.
Oh yeah.
So and then oh the Robo T-Rex.
Cool.
So that's probably not gonna be till let's see what am I working on now? I'm working on Masculine's Field Journal, so not in this one. Maybe in the back. Like like if I do like a little background scene.
Just gotta have dinosaurs. Robot
Yeah.
dinosaurs better.
Yeah, because this is the one with the little Spinosaurus. So probably towards the end or here somewhere, I'll do like a splash, not splash, double page spread, and I'll just have them in the back.
Two connected splash pages.
Yeah, well that's what they are. Yes.
Yeah, I've called them that a few times.
And oh, I do have panels here, so
It's so tiny.
I know.
Look at how tiny that is.
I know it's so tiny that I couldn't do proper panels, so like each character talking has their own pit. So like, okay, I'm gonna have to move this around.
Are those actually words?
Yes, and because I was trying to write the words so I can because what I want to do with this one after it's done, be able to just have, oh, I have a micro comic, but then I'm gonna do it mini comic size, like oh, here's the mask one.
That should be a challenge, like micro comics. You have mini comics, and then
Yeah,
micro comics, and then you could just keep going and going and going.
I
And
know that was like if I keep them, it's gonna get
you're like looking.
ridiculous. This
If
was even though hard, not that hard, but
writing.
I I like these. I like doing it like these, and people are like, "Oh, that's a small comic." And the reason I like doing them like these is when I'm somewhere where I don't have like my laptop or my computer or a sketch
Mhm.
pad, but like, oh, I want to write down like I want to do a little panel or some layouts, so I'll just get index cards because I always keep them and just fold them and then when it's done, I take a picture and merge it. So I like taking these when I'm gonna be somewhere where I'm not gonna have access. I was like, okay,
Mhm.
work on.
Well, that's a nifty way to do it.
uh, and I don't know if I should reveal this, but
Dun dun dun.
there's you can tell that yeah,
It's okay. They can't tell what's going on anyway. No.
it's too small.
What if I made a hunch? Wait, no. I have. I could. My guess would be too educated.
Well, since you have inside knowledge and I've shown
That's
these to
true.
you before,
I don't think we talked about what it was though, unless I made some comment about it. I think
not
looks like.
not on a live stream.
I think I know what it is though.
Okay. All right. This is MASKUP talking. So I'm gonna have to do a yeah. It's just so this is I'm gonna have to move it around and do a little side character here. So probably it might be the same panel or just I don't know.
Mm.
I'll do something because I can't just have one big panel where just a bunch of heads.
No, the entire comic is going to be just talking heads and exposition filling up 2/3 of the page on every page.
Yeah. Although I can print out a mini comic this size, like an actual completed one, uh, if I resize it or don't resize it when I print it out, because I've had this happen before where this was supposed to be a like this size, but it came out this small
Oh yeah.
printed. So I know how to do that. Is if I just print it out from the actual from the image file and not the Medibank file that I use. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, okay, who's gonna want these little micro comics?
Bring your glasses.
All right, kids. I like them. I thought they look cool, so I kept.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
fun.
here it is.
Just imagine modeling a little tiny shelf for
Yeah,
little.
that actually that's what I was thinking. There is a there's this comic maker YouTuber that I was watching, and he does comic camp for kids. So when uh, the pandemic happened, he was doing live streams online, and he like
Mhm.
they're scheduled. But that was one of the projects, making a micro library.
Oh,
So
that's.
you get and he was doing tea box, a tea bag box.
Mm-hmm.
So you would get the box, and decorate it to look like a library. I think he did one as a monster, so just like however you want. And you would and that's actually where I got the idea of doing these. Just it's the index cards just folded over, and you can make little books and put them in your library.
That's cute.
So like, oh, that's cool. Freaking like, and I just ended up using it for like, oh, I can do actual panels. And
A mini library of comic books.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's cool. That's something I can probably do. Like, it'll be a cool project to do with kids or something. Like, hey, kids, do your own library.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and here's the pen I was talking about, where you got all the wrenches.
Oh, cool.
And
That
so
looks
where's
pretty good.
oh, here's the throwing star.
You might need a dozen wrenches.
Yeah.
Actually, I was assembling a desk shelf, an L desk shelf that I got
Yeah.
for the farm place, and my older brother was doing most of the work assembling it because he wanted to. He got one for his own room and was like, "This is so cool. Are you interested in a desk like this? Get it before I forget how to construct it." So we did, and there were a bunch of wrenches in my room.
Yeah, I've helped put together a desk before. I don't know if it was an L desk, but it was a big desk, and I was gonna get one for myself, and I ended up just having smaller tables, and just putting them together. So I just constructed my own desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is one part of a desk, and I got another part here, and this little one back here. So good.
Cool.
I don't know if you can see them. Nah, it's a mess. I'm not gonna show you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I was cleaning the papers off of my desk earlier, but let's see. Yeah, so I showed you earlier.
Mhm.
I haven't showed the audience yet, but I will. This is what I drew back in high school a long time ago. Like 2016.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh man. But then I drew the character's name is Questa, but I drew the same character again, essentially with a mask this time. On the other night again, and it's like the art style changed a little bit. I'll have to throw together something like a presentation at some point, though, because there's more than a few dozen drawings of a lot of characters. And
Yeah, you can show like the process, the variation of each.
mm-hmm. I want to have like a tree of like what elements of each character went into these other characters later on, and plot development.
This one goes here. This one's here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so then all these cards, and so in the Discord server, I don't know when it was, but they're talking about like advertising locally to their comic shops. And someone said, "Oh, we can do a poster, make comics, not excuses of the AAA." And I'm like, "Well, I'm doing these cards. Like, I'll do something like that." So I made these, and I put the logo, and on the
Cool.
back, it's a little write up that I did.
Like a little business card, practically.
Yeah, so like when I go to the comic shops or when I'm sending out comics, I like put one there. And it has a link tree to the 9-volt comics. So it's
Right there?
right
Yeah,
there.
there.
You can just click on that.
Am I seeing blue on it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Even a little bit of shading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did like blue line, like you're making a comic and then just doing the shading. So there was actually I was doing this as a like motivational poster, make comics, not excuses. This is actually and I just went back and changed this, but this is actually when they started saying it in the Discord because I had made this and like, oh look, there's something I'm doing, and I was gonna do a video where I talk about uh, I think I recorded the process how I was making it, so so I was gonna talk about uh, making comics, not excuses. I hadn't done the video yet because I just like uploaded the art, and someone said, "Oh, that's cool," and so they did a welcome thing for new members, and they put there make comics not excuses. Like I'm gonna use that. I haven't even put it up yet. I'm like, all right, like that's fine. But I gotta do my video real quick. But this was what what got everyone to start saying it in the server. So,
It's a community thing.
yeah. So like, I better go make my video before.
Cool.
That's good. It's a fun fact for those of you who didn't know. I don't know if it's fun, but yeah, it's a fact.
Write it on a little fortune cookie.
Yes, you're right. That make comics, not excuses. Trademark.
It's not a registered trademark, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna ask, can you trademark a phrase?
Well, you pretty much, I believe, have to use it in like as a part of brand representation to begin with, and
Yeah,
I think you have to use it more than once.
yeah.
Unless you're selling one product and it's like your company identity. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I finally found my color wheel.
Oh, cool.
It was in the stack of papers. The last time I saw it, it was being used as a bookmark. It's pretty cool, though.
Speaking of which, have you've been using the bookmark, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should get uh more of those soon.
Cool.
Since I think I'm not sure how many, but
Reading.
I sent it. I just grabbed some.
Been reading cooking books, landscape books, beekeeping books, livestock books, farming books, healthy back anatomy books, edible wild food books, which actually one I was reading right here is The Forager's Harvest.
Okay.
Uh,
I was reading
books.
this book.
Yeah, and theology books, and oh man, I went and was like, the bookshelf in the hallway needs organized. So I essentially claimed like a whole section on the bookshelf, and I wrote in sticky notes multiple times on it, Anna's interests. And I stuck a couple of my books, like the Egyptology book and the archaeology book, and
Okay.
a lot of others.
Speaking of archaeology, I've been getting articles recommended on my feed, like on the phone itself. It'll show you articles,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them have been like, oh, prehistoric creature thought extinct found recently. That's already happened twice, and then like, oh, new fossils found of like this other creature, and
Mm-hmm.
the a prehistoric rhinoceros that was like the largest land mammal. So they found uh, bones or some evidence of that. Like, oh, okay. Like, but like I've been getting it for like almost every day for for like a week. Like I'll get something like they're like,
That's
oh,
really,
good. Like it's there's one
yeah,
about a
figuring
shark,
out that. Mm.
and I was like, I thought these were all gone. They're gonna say, oh, we found a T-Rex.
Oh, that one's in my backyard.
Yeah, but that's because you make.
Well, the velociraptors are at my neighbor's. They even
Oh,
have a sign up that says "Beware of velociraptors."
good.
That's what happens when you get out into the woodsy area.
Yeah, see, they're not extinct. They're just in the woods. So let's see. I think didn't we talk about dinosaurs last time?
Probably.
I know when Gary was on, but I don't remember if it was no, it was on the stream. We talked dinosaurs. Oh yeah, because it's dinosaurs versus smart
Dinosaurs
spots.
Mars bot.
Yeah, so
That was a cool
yeah, that's
topic.
right. Yeah, I thought you'd find that interesting.
Oh yeah.
Not like the last topic where you,
Hmm?
not like the last topic.
What, where I wasn't on? It's because I wasn't there.
I'm just, I'm just, I'm just messing around. Let's see. So,
I lost my pencil. I found one pencil. One pencil.
yeah, I need
Yep.
to get more pens because I'm more of these because I'm running out of ink.
I'm running out of paper.
Oh, I got paper.
Extinguishing my supply of paper. Oh, I found chickens.
Live chickens?
Drawing chickens. Well, there's like 5 chickens up the hill. I said hi to him earlier. It's like, yeah, now it has stuff on it. I messed up the paper. Oh, man. All of those papers are ones to sort through still, so they're just kind of out
Oh, cool.
there. Chicken and a gerbil and a
All right.
whatever kind of dog that was.
Were those live like
Yeah, we have chickens.
live?
I wasn't looking at the chickens when I drew it. I was just kind of like, oh, we have chickens. So I'll draw a cartoon chicken. And we used to have a gerbil. I played with the gerbil a little bit, but we gave
Okay.
it to some neighbors. What happened was our
Yeah.
cousins had it, and then they moved, but they didn't bring it with them when they moved, so they gave it to us. And then we gave it to some neighbors.
And then they gave it to the
Yeah, I
cat.
think neighbors, when they moved, gave it away, because I don't think that they might still be there. No, I think there was like there's been a lot of like bouncing around.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still here.
Yeah, when I was younger, we had a dog named Blue. It was a Doberman Pinscher, which I think that belonged to a neighbor, and they gave it to us. We've had it I remember like that was like my family dog, but I'm trying to remember if it was given to us. But we had to, when we moved, we had to move, and they didn't. Uh, we didn't have a fence in the new place we're gonna move, so we had to give it away. So that dog got passed around a couple times too. Like it stayed at the last place, and I think it like Was there died? I think died in old age. Like it was already old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. That was my favorite dog.
Cool.
Somewhere I have a picture of him on his doghouse, like on the doghouse. Yeah, I finished inking the Robo T-Rex.
Making progress. Nice.
Yeah, and I'm getting behind on these comics. Which we'll probably talk later about.
Getting behind.
Yeah.
So much work. They actually, like my dad, he's come up several times and he's like, man, I had no idea comics were so much work. And it's like, well, considering all that goes into it, it's kind of a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've been since I've been giving out the Captain Courage uh, mini comic that I did. The one I just did, the Armor of God.
Mm,
Let's see
yeah.
I've been having like kids come up to me and ask me, and some are like, "Oh, are you gonna make a new one? Are you gonna make another one? Are you gonna make it?" I'm like, "Yeah, like I make comics all the time." Like, like right now I'm doing like three, and
Oh, there
I
you
was showing one because I took this with me to church. I had it in my Bible. It's like, oh, let me show you what I'm working on. So like, oh look, I showed them. Oh, that's what I got. Oh. And yeah, it was cool. He was asking me like about my process and how I do them, and so like he's still interested. Like, oh, planting the seed. So, and then they're like, can you make me one? Can you do one of this? And I already had like a few people were like, can you do one with dinosaurs? Like I'm doing one with dinosaurs, and like I'm doing one now, actually.
So, oh man, I'll have to look and see if I have any. But back in the day, when I was like a really little kid, before I was like a helper and all of that, in children's church, we would be coloring in coloring pages and stuff. And um, what was it? It must have been like a Last Supper one or something like that. But
Okay.
we got them for basically every Bible story that they went over, and
Yeah.
I would just like I drew dinosaurs all the time. I'm just like, look, he has a pet dinosaur.
I was gonna ask, did you draw dinosaurs in the Last Supper? I think when I was in
Like
high
so,
school in art class, and our teacher had us all go outside and draw like nature. I guess draw still life. Uh, and where I was, it was a lot of nature, just like some buildings and some grass and trees. So like all right, and I'm like, this needs something. So I drew a pterodactyl flying in the sky.
I did that as well on my I had to design a home essentially in a design class, and n- nobody else had like a surreal fantasy element or anything like that in their home.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, there's gonna be a pterodactyl flying in the sky. That's exactly what I did.
Oh,
But there
cool.
was also like a jungle cat on the roof, and then there's bird of paradise plants in the background, and
Okay.
fish in a
It,
river.
in the tree that was there that I was drawing, I drew a kitten in there, a bird. I was like,
Kitten and a
it
bird.
needs life. It needs stuff in there. Like it can't just be a tree and a sky. It needs a pterodactyl. It needs a cat and a bird. It needs stuff.
Is the cat and the bird in the tree?
I think they're the not together, but the cat was like in the tree, uh, like a well, in
So
my drawing, it climbed up, so it was
the
there,
cat and put it in the
and the
tree.
bird was separate. I think.
Nice.
Yeah, well here like I always see cats up in trees, so I've taken
You see
down cats.
pterodactyl.
I've taken down cats from trees before. So, like, all right, come here. It's okay. You're fine.
You've never taken a pterodactyl down from the tree, though, have you?
They don't need to be taken down from a tree because they can just fly.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a pterodactyl. No, it wasn't a real one. It was at the zoo that we have. Well, it's not nearby. I mean, it's still a ways,
Yeah.
but they used to have a dinosaur exhibit, and they still have like some of the leftover models. So in the reptile house, if you I think they have like a pit, and there's like some alligators or crocodiles or something, and then you're up here, and you look up, and there's like a pterodactyl model
Oh,
of it.
cool.
So I took a picture of it, like, oh, I went to go see the dinosaurs. So I have a blurry picture somewhere of a pterodactyl.
I've got to dig through some old photos because I did something kind of similar, but on a much, much smaller scale. And very,
Okay.
I put on a hat, I think it was my grandpa's, kind of a little safari-esque. And then I went out and I took photos using my mom's phone. It was either her phone or a camera at the time, because this has been a few years back. And took pictures in various places of my little plastic dinosaurs.
Okay.
Some of them
I
actually that turned out pretty good. I've got to look back and see what they look like to see if she was, just saying, "Oh, it looks pretty good for a little kid."
That's cool. I've done stuff like that before too. I think I've talked about it. I know we've talked about it before, but it was like early on, so I remember it was like just in audio chat or in a live stream, but where I would take a little figure,
Mm-hmm.
put somewhere, and I would cut out a picture of me next to the figure. So it'll be like a picture of me and then like the Batmobile. And I'll take a picture of the picture with the Batmobile in the back. So I'd be like, like, oh, here's me and my Batmobile, and I had a Batman like mansion that kind of the Wayne Manor that kind of like fold out. So I like, oh, here I
Mm-hmm.
am at my manor, and like a little like
Early photo.
doing Photoshop before Photoshop was a thing.
Nice.
All right, let me answer this. Oh, first let me go back because there was people wishing me a happy birthday, and I was kind of ignoring them. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys. All right, so Dave, thank you for he's probably long gone. I mentioned earlier.
Welcome and good.
Ictus, thanks
What?
for popping up.
Excellent.
He said, happy birthday, Frank. Hope you have an excellent and blessed day. God bless you, and remember to stay excellent. Stay courageous. And we got
Very
Ronnie Gunter in the house. Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie, not Ronnie.
birthday.
And Judd saying happy birthday. Thank you. And then, okay, let's read this. Frank, explain having seen a dinosaur. It wasn't a real one. We didn't think you
Says
were that old.
still one.
Well, as because earlier we were having a conversation about and having dinosaurs in their
You got my
backyards, as I had to explain.
like you saw a dinosaur?
There's chickens and there's lizards.
Well, there are chickens and lizards here.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You saw
Oh.
you had dinosaurs because you have chickens and you have lizards.
I'm just waiting until you actually come across an actual dinosaur, though.
And I have this dinosaur here. So.
Yeah,
Oh, speaking of which, because I know we were gonna say this last time and we did, because you were gonna make a comparison. I don't know if you saw this figure. The Sonic character Eggman that he has a robot army.
Man, this
So
one.
I got my robot army. Ah!
Go.
And robotics. You got Grimlock.
You're not wearing the red shirt this time, though.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't have it here. Oh yeah, I was wearing the red shirt last time. That's right.
You're just like a distant cousin.
It's alternate world.
Yep. You got your mad science glasses or glasses.
Goggles.
Captain Glasses.
How dare you? I got glasses. I gotta fix my glasses. Speaking of which, it's happened twice when I'm doing a video, and I edited the last time, but I think one I left it there, but the little handle just fell off as I was doing my outro. Like I'm just gonna leave it, but this it happened again, and like okay, I'm just gonna cut it out. I was like, I need
Since
to
you're
get
wearing
this.
glasses and goggles, would it be? Wait, what even would be a combination of the word glasses and goggles?
What was it? Glagos or glossals? You can see my marks.
So funny. I'm just imagining you like drawing in the comic. Yeah, you got the little lines going on again.
Yeah, I look like Hellboy with his horns sawed off.
You could have your arch nemesis be. What did you say? Gloggles?
Glagos, yeah, or glossals. I don't know.
That's so iconic. Oh man.
Oh, we got. Oh, Judd says Glagos.
Yeah, you could have a captain for every single one. It'd be Glaggles, Gloggles.
I'm gonna be known as the guy that has like Captain Everything in his comics. If
Well,
it wasn't for there's already a Captain Canuck, I would have a Captain Canuck.
well, there you go.
Or, which I have some Captain Canuck books that I bought. They're they're in the in my shelf.
So many captains.
I don't know. I got Captain Goggles, Captain Courage. Let's see. What's the other one that we're talking about in a DM? Oh, the Citizen Critter, but it wasn't Captain. It was like his nemesis. I think it was like
Yeah.
Sea Prawn or something, or Sea something, or
Sky.
Sky Prawn,
Sky Prawn.
or
Which
Sky
is a
Shrimp.
reference to grasshoppers and locusts being referred to as sky prawns.
Yeah.
Actually, interestingly, I was just reading about grasshoppers. You know, after I got back, I was like, man, I'm exhausted. And then the guys in the house, dad and my cousin were like, hey, you want to go to the farm for a bit? We're going to go pick some stuff up for a project. And I'm like, sure, maybe not, but sure. I was too indecisive and I came up for like 2 minutes to grab some stuff and then they were just all gone. And I came back and
I'm gonna read about grasshoppers.
yeah, that's exactly what I did. And so I was finding out that, well, was kind of aware of it a little bit, but there's this interesting kind of behavioral factor that's called phenotypic plasticity in some species of grasshoppers. And so locusts and grasshoppers aren't even like separate species per se. There's species of grasshoppers that are locusts, but locust is the behaviorally changed version. in which
Okay.
swarming activities take place, resulting in, well, it usually results from periods of drought and then the
Yeah.
accumulation of having a dense population of grasshoppers in the same area. And it's very interesting because over here, people have kind of always thought that we didn't have locusts, but we have several species of grasshoppers. And there was one year, like a decade ago, where we had a dense population, very locust-like in behavior in the area. And I'm like, what species was that? And oh, there's comments on the thing, and I want to like read them. Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk a dinosaur. Nice. You gotta walk the dinosaur.
So I'm gonna clip that.
What have I
So I'm
done?
gonna clip that, and I have the one where you did the robot dance. All right.
How to be a professional.
Yes. We're pros. Oh.
I'm probably in my nose right now because of all the weed whacking.
There's Captain Courage. Oh, this one. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I was gonna call. I have to call back later. And Anna GIF. Yep. Which I think. Did I turn to a GIF?
It's gonna be like a batch of Anna gifs. Do we call them GIFs or GIFs?
Oh, I think they're GIFs, but I always call them GIFs, but I think it's GIFs. And Dell was wishing me a happy 29th birthday.
Happy 29th birthday.
Yes. I identify as 29. Oh, I didn't see this one. Are locusts different because of diet and exercise? I think the locusts work out more, so they do a lot of weights.
Yeah, totally. Actually, the locusts I was reading tend to have more fatty deposits in that. I'm betting that's in preparation for the migratory periods. It's kind of intriguing. The way that they move in a swarm is essentially in a wheel-like fashion where the ones on the bottom are eating vegetation and then they're flying, and then so the leaders of the swarm are constantly shifting from the back to the front in a giant like hoop. And it's one experiment that I was reading about. It was they made it to Wikipedia.
Experiment.
Yes, an experiment, but it was a ResearchGate experiment. Involved using a paintbrush to try to brush different parts of the insect, the head, the legs, etc., to figure out what triggers the locust swarming instinct. And within a matter of like 4 hours, they would morph from being a placid green grasshopper, the species that they were working with, to being a darkly colored, more active and sociable, what do you call it? Gregarious. Locust that's rather than repelled by others of its species, like trying to avoid him when they jump, they're more scared. They instead are attracted to others of their species. And gradually the swarm builds and builds and builds. But they found that the little there's a structure on the outside of the back jumping leg. Well, you just call it a hind leg. Maybe the thigh, I guess. But it's on the outside and it looks like a sensory organ. It's covered in bristles. They've got little tiny little bristle hairs for sensory reception all throughout their body. But there's like this crisscross pattern almost like a grain of wheat or something like that.
Okay, so
And,
crisscross makes you go jump, jump. That's a song.
okay.
I know
Well,
Ronnie got it. I knew you were going to get it right now.
I'm too young. I need another birthday. Uh,
And Judd
uh,
says it's okay. I don't know if that's GIF or GIF,
that's
Judd.
very
So
cool. Thank you very much. It's always great to have you.
cool.
um. Oh, when there's large enough of a population, they start rubbing against each other. Like they hit each other when they're jumping.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so when that happens, the instinct to migrate and spread out and something peculiar happens, and they lay eggs basically as adults wherever they go.
Okay.
Apparently there's a reduction in the ones that end up making it to adulthood out of what hatches out of that when they're in
Okay.
phase. So it's kind of interesting. I don't
Okay.
know.
So it's survival like as soon as they're born because they're not all gonna make it.
I can't help but wonder if it's because the adult locusts already were in that area and ate all of the vegetation, because it's like a 4 week incubation period before,
Incubation. Okay. Yeah.
which isn't long
Okay.
for a vast amount of vegetation
Hmm.
to grow. But other than that, I'm not completely sure.
Hmm.
I was reading about the Rocky Mountain locust going extinct in the Midwest.
Okay.
How it
Now
used to be like one of the most prolific locusts in the world, and
it was a high class locust, very prolific.
yeah.
So Ronnie wants to verify or not clarify something.
Ooh,
So
clarification.
this open up the door, get on the floor, every walk the dinosaur is a song, which I knew that, Ronnie. I knew it was a song. Uh,
I kind of figured
dang it.
song lyrics
Yeah,
was.
wrong one. If nobody ever heard of that song, so yeah. What was not was the group that made Walk the Dinosaur. Was it they're the ones that did that? Okay.
But they were was not was.
Was not was.
Snooty locust.
Snooty locusts. Really. And Dell was asking how much to get his lawn mowed.
Um, you mean
Well,
like,
there's travel because you're not like right next door. So
yeah. Um, you want a swarm of locusts to eat your lawn down? Do you want a landscaper to do your lawn? Or, there's like goats and horses and cows, and the chickens aren't really lawn mowers, but they do eat stuff down like the grass and all of that.
chicken lawnmowers. I'm just imagine a chicken pushing a lawnmower.
Well, there are setups where you have a movable chicken coop, which that's what my sister's got set up. It's movable, and so you
Oh, okay.
she's got it where you move the fence as well, and you can kind of move it to a new area, and you get this kind of irrigation thing going on.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, and Judd was saying that Captain Goggles' nemesis needs to be the sinister Dr. Visor.
Dun dun dun.
And for Masked Woman, she can face off with Cowed Countess. Judd, I'm gonna steal these
Steal them.
characters.
Is it stealing them if it's a suggestion?
Okay.
Hmm.
Goats eat grass, but not evenly.
That's true. Chickens don't eat it evenly either.
So
The
so
horse.
get a goat to eat one side and the chicken to eat the other side so they even each other out.
I think the goats kind of have like favored things. All the animals sort of have favored things that they go after.
No. Now, is it true that goats eat tin cans and anything that's trash, or is that
Anything, I mean, maybe if you're really lucky, you'll get a goat that's gonna chew on something metal or rubber, but
if
uh,
you're lucky?
um,
It's eating my
they'll,
house.
they'll chew on things.
Nah,
And they might eat things they're not supposed to, but
like kids.
they won't like, yeah, like kids.
No, I don't eat
But
that.
they won't like go out of their way if there's a nice field of good actually edible things and a pile of garbage, they'll probably climb the garbage pile because they do that, and then they'll go down and then they'll probably eat the edible things first. And then once in a blue moon, they'll chew on something they're not supposed to.
Hmm. Sheep eat grass somewhat evenly.
Yeah, I think the sheep and the horses are the two that I can think of that I've been around that have this even kind of, they're a little systematic.
Okay.
Kind of stand there like yum 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 yum, and then they move,
And they make that sound. They go meow 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 meow.
and then the grass is like that tall afterwards everywhere.
Cool. Uh, I was we're doing a roof at a ranch, uh, and they have like horses off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
So when one time we're leaving for the day because we were like we did some of the work, go and then come back in the morning. But one of their horses was like sticking its neck out over the fence, and it was like a barbed wire fence.
Mm.
I was like, it was sticking this neck all the way down just to get some grass. And I'm like, you have a whole field behind you, and you're gonna risk your, slicing your neck up for that. Oh, well,
Careful.
I
You
was
might get tempted by lush grass really easily.
like,
It's that whole the grass is always greener on the other side, and sometimes it's true. Baramu
do you have
Rose.
say Baramu first Dale? Do you have to say Baramu? Baramu? Baramu. I don't know, you've confused us,
It,
Judd.
yeah,
Baramu.
actually, that might not be too.
Oh, maybe. Actually, that doesn't. But seeing Judd in the comments reminds me. Last time he was asking a question I didn't really get to answer because we were just like
Mm-hmm.
talking. It was a good conversation. Uh, but he was asking me. I don't know if you saw the video. I posted up some videos recently. Was like, what is the render button? So I did a video, and I actually got it from a commercial of XP Pen where they have an artist like draw something and then color it and by just like erase, like going like
Oh,
that. So it appears. So I did that. I mimicked that, and I put like, oh, I found the render button, and like I'm just erasing a layer.
mm.
So he was asking, what is the render button? That's what that was, Jen. I was just, and it
Yeah.
was an XP pen that I was using. So,
Yeah, if you have
has
another
no
one.
one else seen Babe? Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Babe. I really like the part where he hits he hits the baseball out of the. Oh wait, that's the wrong Babe. That's the Babe Ruth story.
I was immediately thinking baseball. Am I out of the
The,
loop again? Did that just happen?
no, there's a Babe the pig,
Hmm.
the talking pig, uh, and then Babe the I remember his name, John Goodman. John Goodman played Babe Ruth.
A talking
So
pig?
there's two movies named Babe or The Babe, and one is John Goodman playing Babe Ruth, the baseball player, and then there's the one that came out later, which is a talking pig. Uh,
Hmm.
like I guess kind of like Charlotte's Web and something like that.
Okay. I
Uh,
think I saw an advertisement for that, and I went, "Oh, so is that like a Charlotte's Web knockoff?"
yeah, I think it was. And there was another one also called Gordy. And but in that one, the pig actually talked, but only like kids or slow-witted people could hear it. So there's like they had a character that's kind of
Hmm.
like an adult that could hear it, and it's like, oh, because he's still in touch with his childhood. I don't know what that was, but yeah, there's a couple of pig movies,
I see a common
talking pig movies.
they're talking pigs, but like why not a main character as a sheep or a horse or a cow or a camel or an
Well,
eel?
there's the TV show Mr. Ed was the talking horse, which I saw as a lad. Oh, Joe was like, I saw that video and just thought you were that good. The pig gets the secret words to the herd sheep. Oh, okay. Not Babe Ruth. Both were good movies. I remember the Babe Ruth one though. I remember both, but I remember the Babe Ruth movie.
I didn't see either.
Okay. Uh,
I don't know a lot of
I
TV.
probably don't recommend the Babe Ruth movie, but the Babe the Talking Pig is fine. So I'm trying to remember because it was a while ago. So like I was trying to remember if there's any. He was violent, so there's like parts where he's like very violent. So.
Talking pig
Not the pig.
one?
Babe Ruth. It's a violent movie. Talking pig.
I mean, I could see how that would happen, but hmm.
Well, maybe. Pigs grow to be pretty big. Which you have pigs, right?
I don't have pigs, but I have neighbors that have pigs. And then
Okay.
a long time ago, there was a pig that was on the farm before we had the property. We were taking care of somebody there. Cows and a pig. It
Yeah,
was
there's a in one of the like a gig that we had, and it was kind of like in the outskirts, and they had like a little pig pen in their little area, and it was like a big pig. Like, oh, cool. That's Hogzilla. It's pretty big. Yeah, and there's other ones where because as we go like in almost barns and like farm areas, so there's like a lot of stuff like that. So like pigs and chickens and goats. Yeah, there's one where I had to keep going into the area where the goats were to hold the ladder and stuff. So it's just watching the goats running away from
Yeah.
me. Oh, we've actually gone over an hour and 28 minutes.
Already?
Yeah, we're just talking. We're, so this was a casual stream. We didn't really have anything planned. We're just talking. Uh,
We just talk.
just talking.
Color.
And I found her color wheel.
Yeah. This is the mini one though. I'm
Oh,
hypothesizing
okay.
about what colors each region kind of like what color dominates the region in well I kind of made a world so stuff.
That's cool.
It'll
We
make
should
sense.
talk about that. We should talk about that in another video or talk about world building.
Cool.
We can go more into that. Uh, we have a guest on Monday. I hope we have a guest on Monday. It'll be Gibran Redinger, and let me see. He's I'm so professional. Everything on the
Very.
floor. So his comic Doom Barbarian is out on his store Envy, limited copies. There is a link to his store Envy in the description below, so if you guys want to check it out. It is not for children.
I was gonna say, it looks
So
like a happy story. I want to give it to all the children I know.
I'll see if I can, because there's still a party can't even show on here. Okay, I guess I can show this.
Yep, that's definitely a very happy story. I can tell.
Yeah, well, I can't even show you the back.
Oh boy.
But if you do order it, I think he includes a sticker. Well, he did with me, and I'm not sure if that was just because I'm that cool. But I just put it on my tablet case. So
Oh, there you go.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty big too. And this is from Gary. So when you buy a Dinosaur versus Mars box, he includes a sticker.
Cool.
And sometimes Scott Strickland includes a sticker too when you buy stuff. So
you got a sticker collection going.
Yeah. All right. So I would love. Oh, Judd. I would love to hear about your world building. I'm assuming he means you.
It may or may not be more than just a world, though. It's slightly more complicated because, I sometimes end up binge reading science and stuff.
I know like when you go into the world, like you go into like every aspect of it.
Well, what I want to do is I want to have this big book, it's a series, and then at the end have like a glossary. Have a glossary, maps, but also a glossary of like this fantasy creature is based on or inspired by this creature, or it's really like a parallel Earth kind of thing going on, but it's so not at the same time. Like it's a fantasy Earth.
Yeah. Is this End Star or
it's the Wanderstar story? The
Wanderstar
story, but it's kind of like, well, I won't spoil it really right now because it'll make sense as we talk about it more.
Yeah.
Because, like I've hinted at, there's these kinds of interesting and amusing connections between the stories that I'm writing.
Yes.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And I asked because I know we talked about doing a collab with a crossover with Captain Courage, and I think it's the End Star, so it would be Cody the robot. Coda, not Cody. So that's a crossover that once Anna has to like finish building the world for that so I can know what is in that world, so we can start writing the actual story. But
cool.
I know we have some of it, and I remember some of it. I think you wrote down some notes. But
yeah, I keep thinking about how I want to do the world building. I've got the story and then world building generally down, but like if I want things to play into the grand scheme of things, like the great narrative.
I know. I just need enough information so I can do this part of the story. And you're like, well, first I gotta.
They probably aren't even that picky either. They're probably just like, oh, cool, dinosaurs. That's what I do. I'm like, cool, dinosaurs. It needs dinosaurs.
All right. What did I say? Oh yeah, because in the Christmas anthology, the one we did last Christmas, that story takes place after Captain Courage comes from that world, but we need to do that story first to tell that part. And so I did the ending before I even did the actual story. So
there you go.
And so as Anna keeps me like dangling, like Anna, we need to finish this. Like no.
I'll finish it on my time.
I know.
And then I'll be like, oh, well, it's done now. You can start that thing we talked about a long time ago.
The aliens already came and took Frank. I guess we don't need to finish that story.
My neighbors?
Yes, the neighbors.
Pretty sure I'm on a different planet, you know. When
All
I
right,
was
so we have gone over the hour.
we
We're
did.
at hour 35 minutes. So if you want to end this, hold on.
If you want to end us,
If you want to end this conversation, when I prep games, I start big and work down to the starting skill. It keeps your theme solid.
mm-hmm.
Okay, do you do? I want to have you on one of these days, Judd. Do you do like computer games or like tabletop games? Like what kind of games do you, or like card games, board games? So that sounds cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Both these. Right. All right. I think I will. I'll wrap it up. Anna, you wanna like tell us anything you got to promote? Anything you want people to check out?
Yeah, well, there's a Linktree thing, and it got links on it. Anna Raub at YouTube and Anna Raub Arts on Instagram and stuff. I think the last thing that I was saying before I forgot what I was saying uh was it was still on the topic of aliens, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, your name. You said you're sure for you're in another planet, so your
Yeah.
neighbors.
Well, I don't know, but I've probably mentioned it before. When I was little, like
I was
6 years
infected.
old, yeah, I was like, I'm from another planet. I'm an alien. It was like Zogwarg was the planet. And Grandpa just went with it for years.
Okay, so he enabled you. All right.
Pretty much everyone.
You can find my stuff on my link tree, Salazar Art Nation, and I do have a coffee account, Salazar Nation Design. So if you want to support me, support what I do, support the channel, and you want to donate, you can. You can do it there. And if you haven't donated before, you get some pretty cool PDF comics. I'm not sure if I have any new ones at the time. You know what? I do. I have I think it's called On Patrol. Uh, so that's there. So that's a new one I can send out. Uh,
Cool.
I think yes. Uh, so thanks for Ronnie, Ictus, Judd, Dale, everyone who and
Everyone,
Dave Hinkley, everyone who came by. Oh, and Judd said
tabletop art,
tabletop RPGs. Cool.
very cool.
We can talk about that. So we'll keep in touch, Judd. So thanks, Aaron, for who came and checked out, and anyone who's watching this afterwards. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we are still trying to get Anna Rob to 100 subs and keep her there for a while so she can get the URL. So please sub if you're not sub and share it out. And once we get to 100, or she gets to 100 subs. Oh, and Sideburns just wished me a happy birthday on
Happy
the AAA
birthday!
creators. Once we get to get her to 100 subs, we will do the bug cast. And thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you
One
next
didn't
time.
realize.
Hmm?
I don't even know what channel we're streaming on right this second.
Oh, we are on the TuracoCreativeCast.
I was gonna make a guess, but it was a 50-50 or a 95-5.
Well,
Okay.
if you want, next time we can stream on your channel.
Hmm.
We might do a not sometime in the future. We might do like a just like an impromptu stream on Anna's, depending
Cool.
on how busy she is, because I know you've been super busy, and then I
Yeah, I want to
start
upload
getting busy too.
video right now, but at the same time, as soon as I get free time, I'm like, I want to draw.
Yeah, now I was doing some of it here. I started Captain Goggles here, or actually this will be more tracing, but no, whatever. Ranking. All right,
Yeah.
let me end the stream. We'll see you next time.